Usually, up top, I'd put something I thought was clever or funny. Something to try and hook you in, like a hook. But with this game, it just doesn't feel right. The game I want to tell you about, the game I want you to play, is just too emotional. Bro, it won the Games for Impact award last year. So bro, check out this game. If you didn't guess from the intro, title, thumbnail, then bro, are you okay? Like, genuinely, are you okay? But yeah, today we're covering the game Neva by Nomada Studio. If that name sounds familiar, then you probably already had this game on your radar. If you don't, then you need to know it's the same developers behind Gris. If all of this is new to you, let me explain what we are looking at. In a similar vein as my Spiritfarer video, I'll have difficulty putting some of these feelings into words. Neva is an action platformer following her unnamed protagonist, a young woman fighting a dying world. She is joined in this fight by her wolf companion and the name of the game, Neva. The primary reason for playing through this title is for its story and atmosphere. While the mechanics are fun and engaging, they do not become challenging till like halfway through it. However, like I said, it's not the major driver for you to finish this game. It is, to put it bluntly, the art you are experiencing. Visually, the game is beautiful, with its choices in palette changing throughout its run, always chosen with particular care. As I look back and attempt to rank the elements of the game by importance, or more so impact, the music is what I put alongside the story as the best part of the game. Created by Berlinist, fans of Gris know Berlinist is a master of their craft. Every arrangement is perfected to envelop your heart, wrapping you into moments happening before your eyes. I really wish I could gush for hours and hours on the soundtrack alone, but I just can't. I lack the skills and vocabulary to honestly do it any justice. What I know for a fact is that it carries with it a feeling, and with that feeling, the ability to sit and occupy a place inside your heart. Like so many shows that I've watched, or so many movies I've watched, where the focus has been in its arrangement, it's got cues I'll never forget. We all know the memes. We know Uncle Iroh. We know My Chemical Romance. We know some of the great animes like A Silent Voice that just really take hold of you. Proudly, I bought the vinyl before writing the script, as they had just started pre-orders, and this is not an ad for it, but as I have to listen to the soundtracks for each game to get in the mindset to even write these scripts, I couldn't resist. I remembered that it was available, and I already wanted it. I got a vinyl now. It's cool. The soundtrack had me feeling awash in emotions I am not equipped to explain. I don't need to explain this to anyone watching, but video games occupy a place in entertainment that give us the experience of experience. Unlike going to the movies or reading a book, you're placed into the stories themselves. You get to become the driver of said story, and in many games, change the results for yourself. I only say this to explain that I understand why Neva won Games for Impact. As for the story this game puts you in, the driver's seat, it's heavy. I wish not to directly explain what it is to not spoil anything for you. I fear that directly explaining what theme the game covers, it will deprive you of the realization I had halfway through the game, only to be solidified later on in the story. You will play as a young woman who, in its intro cutscene, is revealed to be a warrior along with her massive wolf companion. What you fight is initially unclear, but birds begin to die and fall from the sky, and the young pup Neva goes to investigate. From here, everything starts to move very quickly. The music pounds and crescendos, and what I can best explain to be a wave of death overtakes you, and you are in a fight for your lives. This inciting incident kicks off the whole game as you set off to solve this death, with Neva sadly leaving behind her mother, who you lose in the incident. That's right, a dead wolf in the intro cutscene. Who kills a dog in the intro cutscene? I cry, you cry, we all cry. From there, you experience the world through the seasons as chapters. All the while, Neva grows ever stronger, and the fight alongside you seek to purge this curse. I don't want to explain much more than that. I don't know if I can. I do want to leave you with one of my favorite moments of the game, as I always do, And I can't even do that. You know why? Because I can't. My favorite moment was the final boss fight. As I stated earlier, this game's fighting mechanics become more challenging as the game goes on. You know, difficulty curves and all that. And with that becomes more and more interesting fights. The final battle felt akin to a samurai battle. I'm gonna leave it at that. I genuinely hope this is enough information. This is probably the vaguest bro check out this game I've ever made, or I ever will make. I know I skipped many details, but this game is one best experienced. Make it a stay-in night, spend the 15 bucks, and experience the roughly 3 hours of cinema Nomada has made for us. If this doesn't sound like a game for you, share it for a friend who would. I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Who doesn't appreciate a good recommendation? As we all know now, this game was clearly impactful, so don't spoil it in the comments. But if you did play through it, or if you're going to, come back and let me know if you cried. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe for more indie game recommendations. Till later, peace.